What's up guys, my name is Marcel, welcome to my YouTube channel One Dapper Street, and welcome to today's video. In my hand I'm holding my phone with a list of 12 fashion rules and things that you probably have heard somebody say that you shouldn't do in fashion. Well, I'm here today to kind of disassemble that and take a look at them one by one. Getting started with the button rule. You've more than likely heard that you should always leave the last button unbuttoned on your blazer, on your coat, on your cardigan, it doesn't matter. Do you know why that is? First of all, I hope you subscribe to my channel, then you might know this answer from me because I've mentioned it several times. There was a fat Spanish king. He couldn't button all of his buttons, and then he made everybody else do the same. Now we live by that rule. Don't get me wrong, I call it out when people do it if I feel like they're not doing it on purpose, but if you choose to not do it because you want to make a stylistic point and you like it better, then please go ahead, disregard that rule. Second up, you can't wear black and brown / you shouldn't combine black and navy. Both of which I don't agree with personally, and it's at this point pretty hard to find people that are actually still kind of encouraging that rule. I think initially it comes from black leather shoes with a brown leather belt, and I wouldn't wear that. I think it just doesn't work for me. But overall, you can make beautiful combinations with earth tones and black, or black and navy. We have, at my brand, Ankari Floors, we have a navy suede Chelsea boot with black features. It looks absolutely amazing together, so I just think that's something where you have to open your mind a little bit. Number 3, you should wear a belt when you tuck your shirt in. I think that's just a little bit antiquated. Personally, you've also seen me as proof for that it works, hopefully. I know style is subjective at the end of the day, but I think it's a more modern look. If you have a nice, clean, slim pant that's nicely tailored, then why not show that off? There's no need for a belt if you don't feel like one. Not only is it not really necessary anymore to hold your pants up if you have them nicely tailored, but also I feel like a belt sometimes cuts your outfit in half, like the top and the bottom half, so it's just a little bit more smooth sometimes to leave the belt out altogether. Regarding jewelry, less is more. I feel like I've heard that a while ago and not for a while, but I also just disagree. Sometimes I wear no jewelry at all except for this little bracelet, which I'll put the link down below now that I'm actually calling it out in a video because many of you keep asking about this one. But either I keep it really minimal or I have a ring on almost every finger and I think that looks really nice. You can even mix a few different metals, which brings me to point number 6, is that you shouldn't mix metals or shouldn't mix silver and gold. And I think if you do it right and you repeat it and you make it a point, and that's I think the thing with a lot of these rules and breaking them, you have to be aware that it's a rule and do it deliberately to the point where somebody's picking up on the fact that you know the rule but you choose to break it. So if you're gonna mix metals, you wear silver and gold, maybe wear earrings that are silver and gold, then you're wearing silver and gold rings, and then maybe you have some gold details on your shoes and silver on your watch. I don't know, I'm just making this up as I go. That sounds a little bit crazy, but you get the idea. Now another big one, no white after Labor Day. That's another one that has a little bit of a historic connotation. Apparently there's no real proof, but the best guess has to do with the high society, late 1800s, early 1900s. Basically, just a rule that somebody came up with because they thought you should only wear white in the summer, and that's the day they decided summer was going to be over, even though it's not the official first day of fall, so you shouldn't wear anything white in the evening. Fact of the matter is, September is still pretty hot and white might be the best choice objectively. That's not why I choose to forego it. I just think white looks great, not only in September, not only up until the fall, but year round. I actually love wearing a winter white look, head to toe white. It gets pretty dirty if you don't watch out, but I think it looks fantastic. Another one is that you should dress for your body type. Here I want to dissect it a little bit semantically. Dressing for your body type. You should definitely wear something that fits you and fits your silhouette. I feel like there's a lot of sayings about things that you shouldn't wear when you're too skinny, whether you have too much weight on. I think wear what makes you feel good. And of course, try and get it tailored, try and find something that fits you, that you feel confident in, but then as long as you feel confident, that's all you really need. Moving down the list, next up is don't mix prints. That's literally currently a trend on the runways. Doesn't mean you have to do it, no. Doesn't mean you can't do it, yes. And honestly, the more different they are, usually the better it looks. If they're just a tiny bit off and you're kind of like trying to do it but you're not committing and it almost could be the same but it's not different enough, then it looks more off than if you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna wear a big ass plaid up top and polka dots on the bottom. Once again, I'm not really sure what fictional outfit I'm describing, but I'm driving home the point, so I hope you get that. You can mix prints. Don't double up on denim, they say. And then the Canadian tuxedo responded, I have a name, I'm called a Canadian tuxedo because people wear me so much that I actually am a thing. It's been a thing in fashion. It's a little bit of a vintage throwback when you do combine several layers of denim, but I think it would be a lie if I said I haven't worn a denim shirt with a denim jacket and denim jeans. Same thing kind of with the patterns. You kind of want to make sure that they're significantly different in their lightness or their hue. Not that it's just kind of off, but not really, but that's about it. Another one from me, you have the go. Another one on my face is the fact that you can't wear glasses when you don't need them. I'm not even gonna get into the argument. I'm gonna duck out thanks to my buddies over at J Black. These are blue light glasses, so they actually are functional and stylish, and they also have a psychological effect on your appearance. I actually did a video on the whole topic if you guys wanna check that out right here. But yes, you can wear glasses because now you can get blue light lenses and you actually get health benefits and psychological benefits from that. We've got two more. One is the need to spend a lot to look good. Thrifting, vintage shopping, DIYing, and hopefully a bunch of the inspiration that you can find on my channel that are more in the mass market range should hopefully prove that one wrong. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You should be looking for inspiration. You should be experimenting with your own style. You should try on things, different sizes, different styles to really explore your style. That's how you develop good style. You don't need to break the bank. And last but not least, the saying or the assumption that style can't be learned. Style is something you're born with. If that was the case, then I really probably shouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't bother to try and actually teach you how you can find your style. I would just be like, buy this and buy that. While that's part of my channel, I try and go out and shop for you and find the best pieces, in my opinion, that hopefully you like as well. The bigger part, I think, is where I'm trying to actually teach you why I choose to do what I do, and I want you guys to see those same things, and I just want to teach you how to style yourselves. So I'm a firm believer that that's not true, and with that, we're actually wrapped up for today's video. Let's take a look at some comments. Today, let's talk about the H&M video that we did. 3 coats dressed up and down, well, 3 outerwear jackets really. Overall, really nice feedback from you guys. Thank you so much, as always. The most liked comment on this one was, I really need new clothes, me every morning. This may come across wrong, but having too many clothes is equally a challenge. Sometimes I feel like my best outfits actually come out of the necessity to create something with smaller pieces. So I think some of my most inventive outfits are when I'm traveling and I have limited access to clothes. The more you have, the more confusing it gets. But I'm actually doing a video soon on how I manage my clothes in my closet, because obviously there's a lot of clothes coming in. They're also coming out. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe because that video is coming fairly soon. Jack Ross said, I'm ordering that black shearling jacket like right now. Thank you, called it. I love that jacket. I understand. There was another comment on here, I forget where it is exactly. Somebody's saying invest in a real shearling jacket. I understand where you're coming from. Obviously, the value of real shearling is significantly higher of anything that's not. Primarily, this one is for aesthetics. So you won't get the same level of warmth and of insulation that you get from a proper shearling jacket. But I think this one looks fantastic, and I'm glad that, where's he? Jack Ross agrees. And Bernardo also, he said both shearling jackets were on point. Actually, the looks, thank you, I appreciate that. Nick Sharma said it feels refreshed after watching your videos. Thank you, that's nice. Since my boyfriend started watching your videos, his style is amazing. It said Dixie Wonderland. I think that's awesome. All you females out there that need help dressing up your mans, whether it's your brother, your son, your man, I got you. Come through, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Sky Opening left a comment I thought was really interesting. Great video and editing. You've opened my eyes spiritually and physically, little brother. I got tons of clothes and needed a little help. I'm 45 years old and never really thought about earth tones in clothing, especially having blondish hair. Those colors match with the blondish hair. I like it. That's awesome. Just now I read a comment from a female viewer, now from somebody who's 45 years old. I love that because I want to try and create content not only for teenagers and people my age, but older and other genders. I'm hoping that my videos do a little bit more than just straight up shopping advice, like you go get this for yourself right now. I love that. So thank you for leaving that comment. Alethea said the coat and the turtleneck don't go together at all. A coat and a turtleneck. I don't agree with that. I think they go together perfectly. It's an overcoat and a turtleneck. But of course, to each his own, so if you didn't think that worked, that's absolutely okay. Zubin Grant said, dude, love the first outfit, but the shoes ruined it for me. And I thought that was interesting, because then Hawaiian Hunk responded, why do you think the brown boots ruin it? It's a brown Chelsea boot in an earth tone outfit, and he said the orange in them takes away from the color scheme. Meanwhile, the turtleneck, that's the same turtleneck we just talked about, is this cognac brown. I actually think, if anything, that plays off of it nicely, so I just wanted to give my feedback with that. Once again, absolutely, like, I'll take the criticism, and at the end of the day, you gotta do what is good for you. And lastly, let's finish up with David Olatunji's comment saying, Marcel, there's a magic to the way you wear pants. Thank you very much, but it is not magic. It is primarily having a good tailor that knows how you like your pants. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I kind of just wanted to run through these because a lot of them I mentioned in previous videos and probably will mention again in the future. So I wanted to compile one that I can link anybody to. If they feel like they need to be the fashion police, then hold me to the rules or hold anybody to the rules. Feel free to show them this video. I'll take the blame. I've had a lot of haters in my past that told me I couldn't do this and couldn't do that. I know it can get hard at times to just withstand that, but I hope I can give you the confidence to just do it yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys very soon with the next video. Until then, as always, stay true to yourself and stay dapper. Bye.